Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am Mr. Kadim Khan and I am a lecturer in the Institute of Computing, Quart University of Science and Technology. Today we will take lecture number 27 of the subject of Object-Oriented Analysis and Design. And in this lecture we are going to explore the modeling of the use case diagram in visual paradigm. Dear students, the use case diagram represents the usage patterns of the user. Here, the use case is representing particular functionality in the system. For example, login is one of the functionalities. Similarly, buying is another functionality, or exploring the books in the libraries is another functionality. Every use case is connected with the actors. So, actor may be certain users or a human, or it may be another system like a printer or a hardware systems, or it may be another modules, maybe a soft module such as the Google Map, which takes location from one component and then plots the particular location on the Google Map. So here we are exploring the use case diagram in visual paradigm. This is the discussion agenda. It contains topics of drawing the use case diagram, and then we have the steps for creating the use case diagram in the visual paradigm. First of all, how we can draw the use case diagram in visual paradigm. Basic element of the use case diagram includes the actor, use case, and the association, which is a communication links between the actor and a use case. The actor may be a user, it may be a human as well, or it may be a hardware system. For example, a server is maybe an actor. Similarly, it may be a software system, for example, a module which takes inputs from external or internal components and then processes that components or takes the results from the other components. Similarly, use cases are different functionalities. These functionalities are connected with the actor through certain relations such as associations. The association represents that the actor is performing this particular functionality. Now, actor may be a person or an external system that interacts with the system, and that the purpose of the use case is to achieve a user goal, that is the use case. So here we have different actors which interacts with the system. For example, sale customer order systems, which has the actor is the customers, which is an actor, and it interacts with the particular use case to perform in actions. For example, place order is a use case. There may be other goals that the customer wants to accomplish, such as request, refund, and cancel order. These may be another use cases. So after performing all these actions, the result is transferred to the actor as well. So diagrammatically, we represent the use case diagram in the form of a certain actor symbols and an oval symbol representing these use cases. And these can be resized. For example, we can resize the actor as well as the use cases, or can be reshaped as well. We can connect multiple actors with the in the use case diagrams, and we just drag drop these actors from the particular toolbars, and then we move it towards our use case pane where we can create the use case. Now this is the example of the use case diagram. Here it is the customer actors. Customer actor is connected with the use cases like place orders, request refund, and cancel orders. These use cases may be resized. If I click on this use case and drag it towards my right positions, then you can see that this use case's shape will be changed and it will be resized. Similarly, I can also resize this actor as well. So just I will click on this actor and I will resize this actor. I can change its position by dragging it towards any other place in my window pane of the visual paradigm. Now these are different steps which are involved in creating the use case diagrams. So first of all, we have to select the diagram, then click on the new from the application toolbar and then click the new diagram, and then you select the use case diagram from the window pane, and then click on the next. And after clicking the next, select the location or the path where we want to store our use case diagrams file, and then click on the OK button. Now from here we will first of all draw a system. To draw a system, just select this rectangle object from here and drag it towards your your diagram pane, and then you can resize it and also name it accordingly to your project. For example, this is the system. After this, then draw an actor here. So you just click on the actor and place it here on the diagram pane, and you can name this actor to the particular name, for example, actor pen. Then you can create different sort of the use cases with these actors. When you click on this particular actor, then resource catalog will appear. Then select this use case. For example, this is the association use case, and just drag it from this actor towards your pen, and then this use case will be created. Here you can see, just click on this icons. After clicking this icon, this window will appear, and then select the particular use case and then release the mouse. When you will release the mouse, then this bubble which represents the use case will be created, and just type the particular use case name inside of this bubble which represents the functionality. Now here it will be the results. This is the customers, and this is a use case place order. You have to type the functionality inside of this use case, and by overall this is the use case diagram. So it creates a new use case. So we can connect it with this use case with the customers, and finally name the new use case according to our objective of the project. Now we can resize this use case or type in something else inside of this use case. So if if the use case diagram is too wide, we can resize it by dragging to the field selectors for the better outlook. As a result, the name of the use case may be line wrapped automatically. So here we will drag it towards my right or left positions through the mouse, and then we can type inside of this use case with the particular functionality name. Now we can also draw the other relations here. This is the extend relationships. The extend relationships, we can extend this use case with the another use case. Then we will click on this particular use case, and then this window will appear. After appearing this window, we will select the extend the relationship from this window, which is a resource catalogs window, and then by selecting this, just we have to release the mouse, and then this use case will be created, and inside of this use case we can type another extends relation use case here, which will extend the pay tuition fee use case diagram. Similarly, we can also use the include relationship. Include relationships mean that this use case is using this particular relation. For example, in C++, we use the hash include iostream.h. So that means our program is using hash include iostream.h header files, and we can use the different functions of the iostreams inside of our program. So similarly, we can use the include relationship in the use case diagram also. So to create the include relations, just move the mouse over a use case diagram, press and drag out its resource catalogs button, then release the mouse button at the preferred place, and then select the include use case diagram from the resource catalogs, and a new use case together with the include relation will be created. Finally, we can name the new created use case by typing inside label in the use case diagram. Now, structuring the use case with the package. We can also use this package. This is a folder icon which represents our package. We can organize our use case with the package when there are many of them on the diagram. So just select this package on the diagram toolbar, and then we can place a use case diagram inside of this package, which will represent that there may be many use cases inside of one package. Now, how we can draw the mouse to create the package surrounding with the use cases. So for example, this is a use case diagram, and inside of this there is the package. So we can just drag drop all the use cases inside of this package, and at the end we can name the package. For example, supervisor package, and inside of the supervisor package we have another use cases, and which represent the particular use case diagram, and this use case diagram will be connected with the particular actors which are responsible to performing these functionalities in the software system. Now, the business use case diagram is a particular diagram with an extra slash inside of the use case. So this is the example of the business case, that is paid tuition fees. The business use case is particularly important for performing different operations which are relevant to the business, for example, banking, accounting, and stock exchange business. So in the UML diagram, there the visual paradigm also supports the business use case diagrams. For example, you just select this use case diagram, right click on it, and click on the model properties, and then click on the business model to make it business use case diagram. So right click on the mouse and select the model element, then goes to the property, then click the business model from the pop-up menu, and then after doing all these steps, this diagram will be in the business use case diagram. After selecting an extra slash, it will be shown on the left edge of the use case diagram. Now, dear students, this is the end of this lecture. Now we will perform our practice for creating by creating the use case diagrams in visual paradigm. And also, if you have any questions regarding these topics, you can drop an email to my ID, that is m.kadim@kust.edu.pk. You can also ask questions through the KCMS as well. Now we are going to create our own use case diagram in visual paradigm. For this purpose, just click exit the slideshow and open the visual paradigm here. So this is the visual paradigm that we have opened. Now we are going to create our own use case diagram. So this is the visual paradigms here. You can see this is the toolbar and this is the window pane. We can drop all these objects from this toolbar inside of the window pane to create the particular UML diagram. First, we need to click or add this actor here. Just click it and release your mouse here. So just I click here and drag drop this actor here in this window pane. You can name this actor according to your objective of the projects or the purpose of the project. For example, I can name it customer. So I need to just type it customer. So this is the customer user or actor. Now here you can see this is this icon which is represent the resource catalog. If I click this icon, so there are many use cases here. For example, this one is the association use case. Just click it and name this association use case. For example, here I will type particular name of this use case. For example, login. Login is a particular use case here. Or if this use case is not found here, just drag drop another use case from here. You can see that. Just click and drag it here. For example, it is the login use case. Login use case means that this use case will be logged in, and here it represents the particular relations. Just click this and connect it to this use case here, and release your mouse here. Once again, click on this and release your mouse here. So you can see that the login use case is associated with this customer actor. Now if you want to add another use case, click here and select this button and type or press enter. So you can see that another use case has been created here. You can position this use case by just selecting or clicking on this particular use case, and then you can type its names here inside of this use case. For example, after login, then the customer will search for the product, search for the products. He or she can search for the product. And similarly, after searching the products, another use case may be like that is buying the product. After searching buy the product and enter. Now you can see that this use case diagram size is very much small, so you can resize this use case by dragging it towards the proper positions. Here you can see that now the size has been become suitable or become very much large for according to this use case. Now this is our intended use case diagram. You can add another actor as here. For example, click on here, and if you want to add the actor here, just you need to click here, then the another actor will be added. You can also connect certain nodes icon with this use case diagram, and another are constraints for this particular use case diagram. So by this way you can create your own use case diagram. Similarly, there are another icons like this is the package icon. If I will want to create the package, then I can create the package here as well. So if I want to add the package, I mean that if I want to add this use case diagram 1 inside of the package, so I will click on this package, and I will click this package, and I will drag drop this package inside of the window pane. I need to resize the package because this use case diagram size is too much larger than this package. Either I have to resize the package or I have to decrease the size of the use case diagram. So I want to increase the size, and I will select all this use case diagram, and then I will hold this use case diagram, and I need to drop this use case diagram inside of this package. Now you can see that this has been dropped inside of the package. I can rename this package diagram, so that for example this is package, and I can rename by clicking the add specification. Name this package, that is customer order system, and click on the apply and click OK. Now you can see that the package name has been changed to customer order system. So by this way you can create as many packages as you want. You can also connect package with each other. For example, here you can create another package, and you can connect this package to another package. You can resize this package from here by just dragging it towards its up positions. Now you can see that the size of this package has been changed. Now, dear student, this was the use case diagram in visual paradigm. Here we are, in fact, in the end of this lectures. If you have any another queries or question, you can drop an email to my ID. My ID is m.kadim@kust.edu.pk, and if you need to study further about the use case diagram, you can use these links. So I hope that it will be very much useful. You can also use these topics in your final year projects for creating or designing the use case diagram for documentation purpose. Thank you very much.